Thank you all, everyone. My name is Meghan Cherry. I am your DEI-mandated transgender comedian for the evening, as is Seattle City Law. Now, let's all bow our heads and enter the 10 moments of necessary silent reflection, followed by land acknowledgements. No, I'm not doing that. I always want to see how long I can stretch that bit out. Just earn myself 30 seconds of sleep that I desperately need. For those of you who might not be from Seattle, might not be familiar with them, land acknowledgements are something that liberal-leaning businesses in this city love to do when they want to acknowledge the history of white genocide in this country, but not really take a stand on it. Like, they are always written in the most passive language possible, like, "This used to be the noble land of the native Duwamish people. It is now a Stranger Things pop-up bar. We're not going to go into what happened between those two events, but we just want to call it out." And I really just feel compelled to joke about land acknowledgements because they really do reflect my people, and that is annoying white women with business degrees. Like, I've just never seen a land acknowledgement use the word sorry, and I feel like that'd go a really long way. I do love living in Seattle, though. A lot of people here kind of complain about the Seattle freeze and the idea that it's really hard to make friends. Personally, I think that's why I love it here. I love not making eye contact, and I love it when people reciprocate. It is, my favorite conversations are the ones that just don't happen. Oh, if you can just leave me alone, love it. But yeah, I find it funny that people are surprised that Seattle is the way it is. Like, our main cultural exports are Nirvana and Microsoft Excel. Of course, we're all depressed and autistic. Like, we've been marketing this to the world for years. I have found like a lot of the current discourse going on right now about vaccines and autism to be like kind of darkly funny, because like, if you really think about it, complaining that a vaccine gave your kid autism is really just admitting you would have rather they died of polio than grown up to be a nerd. Like, somewhere out there's a dad watching his son on a spelling bee, and it's like, God damn it, I wish you were in an iron lung right now. Ugh. Why couldn't you just play baseball? Ugh. You can be autistic and play baseball. You can. Most baseball players are autistic. I have no science backing this up whatsoever, but neither do most people who talk about autism, so it's all on the level. This might surprise you, but I kind of have a hard time relating to a lot of conservatives in this country nowadays. I think for a lot of Americans who like grow up in the church, you know, at a very young age, they have the Bible inserted into their mind, and then their whole personality kind of references back to that one central document. And for me, around the year 2008, I removed the Bible from my head and replaced it with My Chemical Romance's The Black Parade. And now I am the woman who stands before you today. Yeah, I started wearing black, using eyeliner, realizing I had emotions. Like, one thing just led to another. It is funny though, like I listened to a lot of that music growing up in high school, and my parents would always tell me that it's just a phase and that I grow out of it, and not the case. As it turns out, masculinity was the phase I grew out of. Like, manhood is temporary, Fall Out Boy is forever. They don't want you to know that. Us emo fans are kind of getting older now, though. I went to Warped Tour last year, and I just straight up saw a man with his baby on his shoulders in a mosh pit. And that's a dangerous proposition. I appreciate you trying to bond with your child, but you lean too far forward, that baby is gonna start surfing the crowd. Like, that baby goes into the mosh pit, that's not your baby anymore. That baby belongs to the crowd. Those are the laws of Warped Tour. It's on the fine print of the ticket. They don't tell you that. I do love living in Seattle, though. It's a very queer city. It's a very sex-positive city. Not sex with straight men, mind you. We absolutely hate that, trying to get it outlawed. I personally don't have any issues with straight people. I do kind of wish they just wouldn't dress so flamboyantly, though, with their, Hawaiian shirts and Walmart pajama pants. It's just, it's a little bit distasteful. I think this is a really great city, especially during Pride season. Obviously, lovely time with all the parades and everything. Pride in Seattle is wonderful because you really get to see the full rainbow of kinks and fetishes on display from all of the different communities, who come out to show their support. Like, you've got the leather daddies, you've got the furries, you've got the guys with the humiliation kink and the big sign saying that we're all going to hell. Like, it's a really wild time, you know? I do sometimes wonder about the people who protest at Pride, though, because, like, they are always the first to arrive and the last to leave, you know? I am gay as hell, and I can barely stand a Pride parade for 40 minutes, you know? Those boys know the Chapel Roan songbook better than anyone, and I am starting to have some questions. I think, there are a lot of things, that, like, cis people don't understand about, trans women like me. Like, even though there are only 7 of you in the audience, I guarantee one of you thinks I look like this because I ate one too many soy-based chicken nuggets. Like, there's just a lot of misinformation out there, which is sad, because, like, the science of transitioning is amazing. Like, guys, did you know that hard-coded in your DNA is the instructions for what size boobs you would grow if you started taking estrogen? Like, that's just a deep secret that you could find out at any moment. You could just start taking estrogen and within a few months have boobs. And, like, that's something they just don't teach you in school. That's not something that they want you to know. But, the thing you do have to remember, though, is they're gonna be your mom's boobs. Like, it does kind of sound like an amazing erotic fantasy, but the logics of genetics do dictate they're gonna be your mom's tits, and that's really not a bad thing. Like, I am a big fan of your mom's tits. I visit them frequently, so, I don't think you have anything to be ashamed of. And, like, the same thing goes for cis women as well. Like, women in the audience, the depth of your vagina is directly proportional to the size your penis would have been if you were born male. Like, that's very true. And that does also mean if you are ever sleeping with a guy and he doesn't fill you up, that means you have a bigger dick than him. Like, and he might have bigger tits than you. Science is magical. Oh. Yeah. Another thing you kind of learn when you transition is just all of the different ways that men and women kind of treat each other. Like, when I was presenting male, I never got compliments. Guys do not compliment each other. It's just not something that's done. Like, the one compliment I got when I was presenting male was when my ex called me a functional alcoholic. Like, very kind. I didn't deserve it. But, now as a woman, I get complimented all the time. Like, I got complimented on these shoes, like, 3 times today. And, like, I love these shoes. They're these really nice, shiny, blue Doc Martens. And I love them, but what I didn't know when I purchased them is that in Seattle queer punk culture, blue Doc Martens are code for cop killers, which is something I did not know, and something they should tell you at the checkout counter, I think. Just like a little heads up, like, just so you know. If you give the talk that we have to give every black 5-year-old in this country, be careful around cops, they might get the wrong idea. Okay, no laughs on that one, cutting it from the set. Thank you for the data point. Thank you all very much. All right, thank you all everyone. My name is Meghan Cherry. I've had a lovely night here. Thank you all very much.